And we're live, the SMB Comedy Podcast.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
I'll tell you what's up. This bullshit intro.
Yeah.
I had plans of playing a cool song
Oh, yeah?
that I'm not even sure that I can say because of copyright reasons.
They are heavy-handed, quick with the lawsuits, from what I hear.
Yes, and I wanted to play a song from a certain band, just the intro because it sounds really cool. And I was shot down by everyone. Even the dog was like, no, Lars will take that shit. So we're not doing it. And I'm not going to even tell you the name of the song. I want you guys to guess. You can email Greg at...
Think of a band who likes to sue people.
Yeah.
You probably nailed it.
Yeah.
You just made it really easy.
Yeah. Honestly.
I might have said too much already. We might be getting sued anyways.
What's a dog that likes
Seriously.
Scooby snacks?
Yeah. Nothing else matters anyway.
That's
But
This is the SMB Comedy Podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We are.
Who are you?
I'm Scott.
We already did this.
Did we say who we were?
Yeah, we did.
We
but
said
I
hello,
just
but we
did it.
didn't say
I'm a
who we
trained
were.
monkey. Who are you? I'm Scott. Hi, how are you?
What do you guys got going on for shows this week? What's up?
Well, tomorrow night's probably too late for this to be heard.
Yeah.
I'll be doing a contest at the Funky Buddha in Boca and also the Late Show. I forget what else I have coming up. Kind of drawing a blank right now.
Scott?
I'm sorry. Next Tuesday, I'll be at Bend in Miami Lakes.
Nice. Bend?
Bend.
Okay.
I may do an open mic tomorrow, or I may watch the Heat game.
Huh? That's either one.
And I have the improv turkey contest
On Wednesday, right?
on Wednesday.
What makes it a
and-
turkey contest?
I don't know. If you win, you get fucking a turkey.
Oh, cool.
And $100.
And $100.
All right, that's not
I
bad.
will stick the $100 up the turkey's carcass.
I did Fort Lauderdale this past week. It was a good time.
Is it cash or a check?
I didn't win, so I couldn't tell you.
Fuck. Yeah.
I'm not that funny, apparently.
You never are in contests. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. The contests always seem rigged around here.
I don't know if they're rigged. I mean, it makes sense.
Well, a lot of them it's just whoever brings the most people
Yeah,
because
I
it's voted on by the crowd. So
I-
whoever brings the most people.
You know, I've always had this sort of like the sports in the Olympics that are like judged.
Oh, yeah.
You're just kind of like, all right, well, the guy didn't fall, so I mean, I guess
He's from Chechnya. He wins.
Yeah.
He wins.
Exactly. So it's kind of it seems like bullshit to me. Whenever it's
Well,
you know,
judges.
yeah, any judge sport,
yeah.
is kinda
No,
boxing,
obviously it's-
boxing's rigged. Anything with judges.
Speaking of boxing,
oh yeah, it's a good transition.
let's
Not exactly
talk-
boxing.
Let's
but,
talk about MMA. Well, they did a little boxing.
yes.
Oh, the other chick did quite a bit of boxing.
Yeah. Now let me say this.
I don't even know her name. Huff. What's her name?
Who gives a
Holm?
fuck?
Holm.
Holly
Yeah,
Holm.
Holm. Holly Holm. Yeah.
Here's my thing. I don't like boxing. I don't like MMA. I don't really give a shit. Ever since Mike Tyson disintegrated,
Way to crush the story, Scott. Right off the bat.
I'm just saying, this is so my opinion on boxing and all that fighting
Hey,
and
you
shit.
know that thing you guys are talking about? Don't give a
No,
shit.
no,
The
no,
thing
no.
you're gonna try and make sound interesting right now. Let me go ahead and shit on that really quick before you guys get a chance to say anything. Let me go ahead and tell you how fucking
No,
stupid it
it's
was.
a disclaimer saying I really don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to boxing and shit because I don't pay attention.
No.
Fair
so
enough.
this is basically just a outsider's opinion on some shit he knows
Well,
nothing
what's the
about.
opinion? What's the opinion?
That I don't really give a fuck. I'm just kidding. I mean, I guess what Rhonda Rowsey.
Seemed long-winded.
So
Yeah.
if you don't know, if you're not on the planet Earth,
Yeah.
Rhonda Rousey, the female UFC
Phenom.
MMA champ,
Yeah.
ended up, I guess, losing in dramatic fashion. What
Yeah.
is called one of like the
She got
greatest.
kicked the fuck out.
Yeah,
Well, she got beat up the whole time, but
that was really the most
it's-
amazing part.
it's
of it,
funny.
too.
It's funny because Scott was mentioning, or I'm sorry, Greg, you were mentioning how it's if in case you've lived under a rock or something, in case you haven't been on the internet. It's like Rhonda Rowsey was this white chick that like everybody was like, oh yeah, everybody loved her and everybody talked to her. But the second she got knocked out, everybody.
Oh my God, did
and
they
just-
ever?
Can you
Oh,
imagine if
jeez.
like Floyd Mayweather got knocked out? The fucking internet would have broken. You know what I mean?
And,
It's just
and not only that, Floyd Mayweather piled on because
Yeah.
everyone was
he had
saying-
already had a thing with her. Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
had
listen,
a-
imagine if someone we don't like. You know what I mean? Like she got knocked the fuck out and everyone loved her and turned on her like that.
All I'm
You
saying
know?
is
Just like that.
I with her record though, I wouldn't want to be the one in the record or in the ring the second time around because I understand. It seemed to me like she just went out there thinking she could power through anything, and she just ate punches.
Well,
for
the
like,
chick's a legitimate fighter. She's like a
Yeah.
world class
Yeah,
boxer.
she's the
so
world
if
champ
she can't get to you,
kickboxer.
well, I'm saying
Yeah.
if she can't get you, then
Yeah, and
if Rousey can't wrap you up, then she's
Right.
not going to beat you.
So
the chick just
let me ask you the real question, and I know everyone's thinking this.
Okay.
What's that?
Could you kick Rhonda Rousey's ass?
No, I could not
think
at
you
all.
could?
She would kick your ass too, bro.
No,
She would
dude.
kick.
I didn't even say I could kick her ass.
She would kick all
You
three of
just
our asses
assumed
at
that
the
I
same
thought I
time.
could kick her ass.
I mean, it's run through my mind. I've tried to like.
You never fucking saw her going, man, I would beat the
No, dude.
No,
Of course you
I'm
don't,
a
Greg.
pussy,
You're
bro.
a feminist.
But
Greg's probably like, wow, don't let them do that. They should be making pies.
No, I thought it. You know, in the back of my mind, like there's something to say, like maybe I could take her, maybe she's just not going to be as strong. But you never want to take that risk because, like, I've seen her. I think one of the things was she like kicked some guy or something like that. Like, you know,
she would kick the shit out of your scrawny ass.
I know what she did. She took a guy that was about like, you know, a little bit shorter than me, and she basically flipped him over onto the ground, like did a hip throw, and the guy was like. I was like, why would you put yourself through that? And she was not easy about it at all. Yeah,
No.
she's got some moves like you'd think you'd be cool about it, but then you'd be like, oh, we're not just wrestling. You're just gonna throw punches, and then it'd be over because she can fucking and it's like anybody who knows how to box. It's unfair.
Yeah.
Right.
It's totally unfair.
And to be fair, you're kind of a pussy.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's true.
I'm just joking.
But
Greg
I would
is-
also say, like, I think it's
Greg
kind
is
of over now. Like, she had this aura of like invincibility, and that's crushed now, man. That's over. That's done.
Or-
and it took so long for people to embrace women fighting in the first place, like on a mass scale,
But-
because
or
people don't want to
now-
watch women fighting.
But now it probably legitimizes. You know, this girl beat her ass.
It's going to go
handily.
one of two. Oh, yeah. So maybe it will help women's
Yeah, that's what
fighting
I'm saying.
in general.
Maybe-
But her, I think the only reason people tune in is because she had that Mike Tyson factor where she would fucking kick your
undefeated.
You
40
think it was
seconds or
because
done,
a
and
lot
she
of
would
people
destroy
wanted
you.
to bang her.
Well, I'm sure that doesn't
I looked
hurt.
at it, I was like, you know what? She's not bad looking for
No, not for, no,
for
not,
heat chick.
But I'll
You're
tell you
right.
what, when I was walking through the aisles of the supermarket today, and I saw her like on a magazine, I was like, oof.
It all depends
You know
which
what I'm
magazine.
saying? Well,
Yeah.
it was one of those like self magazines. She's all like, boo, like,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Looking like,
and-
I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Yeah, and just the knowing the fact that she laughed, like I had like a physical reaction where I was like, oh, that's
Imagine the domestic violence that goes on in her house.
Oh,
Well, no,
man.
she's already gotten.
You're probably getting checked a lot if you're her boyfriend. Bitch, what? Like, nah, man, I'm just saying. Don't do that, please. You know,
Well,
please stop
I
beating
think
me up.
She
Yeah, I
dates
see
lot
a
of
guy
other-
like me seems like perfect for her because I'm very just like, do whatever you want.
Nah,
Yeah.
she dates.
She's still gonna punch you around, though.
I think you got to be able to beat her up if you're gonna date her. 'Cause
Yeah.
She dates like the MMA guys and stuff like
She
that.
needs
I don't
an
think she's
alpha.
gonna put. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I just think
She's
she would
not
want to
looking
be
for
the
some
alpha.
Fucking.
So I'd just be like, okay,
she wants
do whatever.
another alpha to sort of like, you know.
See, Jesse, I think
I
you're
don't think
too
she's.
good.
Yeah, she's just
You're
not the
too
type
good
of
of
girl.
a dude.
I'm not saying I want to be with her. I'm just
know
saying
what
a dude
saying?
like me.
You'd be the bottom if you had a family. You'd always be at the bottom because you'd put yourself there.
Yep.
You'd make everyone
Well, I'm
else.
familiar with
You're-
the bottom.
you're that
so I mean-
guy.
No, I'm saying you.
No,
would-
I'm saying
you're selfless. It was a compliment, dude.
Yeah.
Don't make it weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's what I'm. That's what I'm good at, bro. I mean,
Well, next
You-
week we're
you-
gonna work
you-
on Jesse's compliments.
Yeah, you let people walk all over you. It's a
Yeah.
compliment.
yeah. You're a fucking loser. You let
No, I
everybody,
said-
you let everybody push you to the bottom. It was
All
a
right.
compliment.
Having said that, maybe it wasn't a compliment, but
How's it feel being a doormat?
yeah.
Feel good? That was a compliment.
Well,
Oh, man, that's funny
Is
stuff.
this well? Are you trying to transition to the Charlie Sheen story?
no, yeah, that's basically what it was.
I think that's what he was trying to go to from. Yeah. So Charlie Sheen has HIV apparently.
He's got HIV.
But
Amazing.
I was going to say in the biggest not surprise of the week
Yeah.
story, like,
in the
is anybody surprised to hear?
in the no shit news.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
But
our,
you know what? In his defense, he's lived a full life.
Hey, good for. I
right.
like Charlie Sheen. Whatever. I'm not even trying to hate, but I mean, like, is it a
man.
surprise? Like, I mean, it's like
It's sad, but it's kind of like
it's like when Tom Cruise comes out of the closet. It's like going to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is not a story, bro. Like, I mean,
Right.
hey everyone, this is Tom Cruise and I'm gay. Like, yeah, we figured
yeah,
that.
The
you finally
story-
accepted it. All right. Sorry, Greg.
No, I was going to kill the show right and say that the story is going to be all the civil lawsuits from him not telling people about it and then having sex with them.
Oh,
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Tom Cruise.
Unless no, dude, I think
What were
you're-
we talking about?
he's talking about Charlie Sheen.
Oh, Charlie Sheen. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll get a bunch of that, but
I don't know, but I'll say this about those porn stars: isn't that regulated? So I wouldn't be too worried.
not there's it's kind of there especially I remember hearing something where like last year or 2 years ago there was like an outbreak in the industry. Yeah, it happens all the time, bro. They do test them, but I mean,
That fucking sucks, man.
it is what it is, bro.
I guess it's like a work hazard.
Oh yeah.
I have to worry
It's
about
like
losing a
concussions in the
finger.
NFL.
Yeah.
Don't they have to wear condoms now? There's like
I've heard about it, but I still watch a lot of porn and haven't noticed it on all of them yet. So
I
I
don't
mean,
want to watch a condom with.
yeah, I would just stop
Porno
watching
with
porn at that
condoms.
point. It would be over with. My
I would
porn
watch
career would be done
softcore.
with.
It's too much like real life.
I'd go back to.
Yeah.
I would really heavily invest in the cam girls then.
Oh yeah.
We've had this discussion
Okay.
before.
All
This is
right,
one of
I'm
my
gonna be
first
honest.
episodes.
I'm gonna be honest. I watched one,
Okay.
Because
There's some amazing chicks on there.
It was fucking
You're saying I'm
creepy,
gonna be
man.
honest, like
Yeah. I'm the reason you watched. You never heard of them before I mentioned
I
it.
honestly never did. I mean, I heard of this shit, but I never
They're like pop-ups on every porn site you
Dude,
go on.
I don't click on pop-ups,
You
motherfucker.
don't have to click on them. The fucking things pop up, bro.
No, I don't.
To not even know they exist.
I know they exist. I never
Okay.
went on one
yeah,
before.
a friend of mine knows of a good one called myfreecams.com. That one's fucking legit.
I don't even remember which one I used, but that might be it. But like they all have the same chicks on it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm being 100% honest, and fuck you guys, all right? I'm not into that shit, but I watch it and
Jerking
I felt
off? Everybody's
no.
into jerking off.
I'm into jerking off. I'm not into it was like looking in someone's window. It was creepy as fuck.
As opposed to porn, what's porn like?
Yeah, where you're just
Porn is you're beating off in the window, but looking in someone's window is creepy because half the time she was just like, ha, ha, laughing about stupid shit.
Oh, well, you went to a dumbass chick?
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying.
There's tons of chicks on there, man.
There's some of them they're not laughing about anything.
Well, you probably went on some like 19-year-old girl, man, who we're looking at and shit. And she's like, ha, 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 laughing about everything, man.
No, she wasn't fucking 19.
There's
She
all
was
types
18?
I don't know how old she was. I don't even
It was
know.
like some 15-year-old Romanian chick
I
or
just saw
something.
boobs. I was like, boobs.
It's legal there.
And I clicked on that, and it was like fucking. She was just sitting there talking about shit. So I hate fucking.
Yeah, you went to the wrong room,
I'm
bro.
like, what the fuck? I can't beat off to this. This is fucking like watching the Lifetime.
Well, you were in the
movie.
free room, yeah, man. What are you doing?
Is there
I'm not
anything
paying.
sadder than watching a camera girl just sitting there talking with her top off, being like, "Oh, and then blah blah blah," like talking like it's normal.
A lot of times they weren't even showing themselves naked. They were
No,
just
a
like,
lot of times they don't.
like, what
yeah.
the fuck is going on here? I can't beat off to this. Like, I need some.
I
like,
can't beat off to this.
This is this is ridiculous. If I would have paid money, I demand it back. Give me back my fucking $4.95.
You gotta diversify your interests.
I couldn't watch that shit. I'd rather look at fucking a Playboy than watch that.
Yeah.
The whole time, like you have to time it up to where she takes her clothes off.
Well, you know what other people also like to do besides porn is play new video games that came out.
Oh my God, yes.
There was what was it?
It was a Pornhub reported a 10% decrease in online activity from like 3 a.m. when what was it? Fallout 4.
Yeah, 12 a.m. Yeah,
That's a lot
Fallout 4.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of
Until like
geeks
20
taking a
hours
break.
later. Until
Yeah.
like 20 hours later, the end of the
Oh,
night.
it was 20
It
hours
started
later.
at, no, it's at the end of the day. It started to pick back up again. Yeah, so they had like a.
They
had
started
like
waking up.
a 10. Yeah, well they stopped. They they're resting
Well, now
one
we know
hand.
the guys that are also looking at porn too.
Yeah.
It's like video games and porn.
These guys didn't even sleep that day. They just played fucking 20 hours of video games straight to
beat
porn.
off.
Straight to
and,
porn.
then they beat off to go to sleep. They're
They
like,
might
I
have been
play-
like, I tried to one-hand it and play, but I couldn't do it, dude.
These guys are the anti-Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
No way these guys ever.
Charlie Sheen was banging broads and playing fucking Far Cry.
oh man.
Was it Far Cry?
You keep on
He was
saying
playing
Far Cry.
Russian
No,
roulette,
it's
bro.
Fallout
Yeah.
4. It's
Fallout,
like a
man.
post-apocalyptic
Fucking
game.
Fallout. Fallout,
RPG
man.
and stuff.
All right. So I guess that pretty much just came to an abrupt end, huh? It's just like, and it was done.
It probably had
Yes.
something to do with your Charlie Sheen AIDS callback.
Oh yeah.
We were
Well, that
trying
was
to
my
fuck-
callback. That was
trying
my
to
bad. Sorry about that.
fucking
Yeah,
on
fuck
from that.
you. Why did I get
I
one?
thought it was a
assholes.
good. I thought it was a good joke. Sorry.
I thought.
You know what? Greg likes to be in control, man.
Oh,
So if he does not control the flow, ladies and gentlemen, he gets upset with us.
is that what it is?
Think so. We have to wait for you to pee.
Well, speaking of control,
What? Good segue.
yeah, there's. Well, I was gonna say, this guy wants to control. There was this British writer who.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this like 28-year-old writer in I almost said Britain. I meant in England, who
There's a difference.
Well, I
Yeah, I
guess.
thought they were the same.
Well, kind of one and the same. I don't know. I'm gonna say England just because I made a big deal of it now.
I think Britain's a city in England, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's like the region. It's like now I feel smart.
I don't
Thank
know
you,
what
Scott.
The fuck it is.
But no, this writer. There was this teenage girl who went online. Teenage
man.
girl who went online and like bashed his book, gave it a really shitty review.
Oh yeah.
And so he went and looked over the Scottish girl and broke a wine bottle over the back of her head.
I don't want to get made fun of, but I want to comment.
I mean,
Go
come on.
for it.
That
Better
that's
be funny,
crazy,
goddammit.
man.
that's
That's fucking crazy.
you filed that one under talk shit.
He
get
read that
hit.
shit and he was like fucking, like I can't. What's it?
What must she have said about
Martha
it? Though? I mean, like,
O'Haggerty.
yeah, so that sounds
She
fun.
probably was like, "This book is bollocks."
I would take it as almost like a compliment. to say like, so someone got so mad where they were like, I'm gonna come and find you and smash a wine bottle over your head, which is exactly why I don't post like on certain things on Facebook. You'll see like a crazy post or whatever, and you realize you're like, those people know your name. And,
they can see where you
Lord,
hang out and
yeah,
shit.
Lord
It says where
only
you
knows.
work.
Well, I know I block it off, but I don't know how much I have blocked off. So it's like you see these crazy, especially on like the political discussions or something, and I want to like post something back. Where you're like, this guy can fly off the fucking handle and come and smash a wine bottle over your head.
That's fucked up, man.
It is.
Just think of
But I would put, if I'm her now, I'd put up like, I'm a master reviewer now. Like, if you can get that kind of respect, like, I'm totally running with it. I'm like, I am like the master reviewer. You want me reviewing your shit. You know what I mean?
She's considered brutally honest.
Well, we didn't do our homework. We should have actually found out what she said about
I tried. I looked and
Oh,
it
did
didn't
you?
actually
Okay,
say.
It's probably
We
not
did our
fucking
homework,
true, to be honest. It probably didn't happen.
Well, half of these stories
seems
probably
true.
didn't happen either, Scott.
I noticed most of the fake ones come from Greg.
Yeah, I know. Greg's always. I'm like, this can't be true.
What do you mean Star Wars isn't pushed back?
Man
till next
marries.
year?
Yeah, man marries a tree.
Who the fuck is that?
It was a
Yeah.
robot.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Jesus
So
Christ.
here's a story that happened in the news. I don't know if you guys. I sent the link, but of course no one reads
Oh,
anything I
jeez.
ever send. But it was about this kid that was in one of those balls. You know, one of those balls that you can
Like
run
a bubble
around,
boy
No,
and
you
stuff
can
like
run
that?
around on the water and shit.
Like a fairy?
Oh, okay.
You know those things that they run around on the
Yeah.
water.
Oh, okay, I think so.
Well, I guess he was. You don't know what? There's like a big, like clear, inflatable ball.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That's like middle class family.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
it
bro,
happened
that's
one-
some high class shit.
It-
What do you mean?
it was
What's
in-
this pool you're
it was
talking
in
about? I don't know if
Australia.
I'm familiar with pool. What's
It was
pool?
in Australia. So the kid, they were at like a beach,
patio.
and he was running around in the sand.
Is that like porch?
No, man.
I'm sorry, Scott. We're totally fucking up this
Yeah, I
story.
know, man. You guys
Go ahead,
know.
sorry.
He's running around the sand and what?
And the fucking, I guess like a storm came in, and the wind pushed him out in the ocean. And fucking, he was in this fucking inflatable ball trying to run his bitch ass back, but he was like, they found him like 3 days later, like 4 miles out
No way.
Where was this?
That shit don't seem so
in
clever.
fucking Australia.
Oh, Australia?
Dude,
oh,
so
man.
he fucking got
You
sucked
could have got
out.
stuck in like the Pacific
his
Ocean.
Nigel,
like,
his name was I think Nigel.
Niles? Oh.
No, Nigel. Believe it or not, Nigel. He's lost at sea in his bubble.
Crikey.
Hope he can catch some fish with his hands. It's like a fucking road warrior. So anyway, this dickhead's in a hamster wheel out in the fucking.
Well, think of the sunburn that guy must have fucking had.
Apparently,
my
it
God.
was a really good shelter because it rained, so he was able to get water. He said that he fucking caught a couple fish.
Wow.
People always catch fish. I would never catch.
In a bubble?
Dude, he's Australian. No, there's a hole in the top of it, bro.
Oh,
okay.
I
So how
see.
did he catch fish though?
He jumped out of the hole and punched him, I guess. I
Wouldn't
don't know what the
rain
fuck
be a
he
bad
did.
thing, though? Because wouldn't that mean like
Well, I
you're
guess
going
he
to
was
drown?
able to tilt it to whatever way he wanted because he could just crawl that
Seems
way.
dangerous.
All right, look, man. I'll be honest.
This is a bullshit story.
I
isn't
made
it?
the story up just
Oh,
now.
come
but
on,
it
bro.
seemed cool, man.
Oh.
It seemed like it could happen.
The
man.
stories you
Yeah.
share are bad enough, bro.
Man,
Like,
fuck,
like-
man. I just want one of my stories to get on air, man. I have to make up stories and shit, man. Hey, that's better than what you guys did.
I cracked the case with the fishing thing. I was like,
Hole? He's in a fucking boat. Wouldn't the thing spin around? He's like running in it. I'm like, why do we need a fucking hole?
you almost had me.
Yeah, I was believing it for a
almost
minute.
had
I was-
it. Wasn't for those meddling kids. You fucking asshole.
I just want my shit to be heard.
So, anyways, Ray.
Oh, Ray.
What,
Poor Ray.
what
Ray.
happened to Ray?
Okay, Ray is he's a football player originally from Miami. He plays for the Oakland Raiders, and he's getting himself hyped up before the game last week. And in Pittsburgh, he was pounding on his chest and barked at a police dog. And now they're charging him for felony taunting of a police officer.
Oh, because
Yeah.
why not? I mean, and mind you, he was coming out of the gate when it happened.
Yeah, he was
right?
getting jumped. It's
Right.
like when they announce him and they get all hyped up and
Right,
screaming
right.
and
So,
shit
so
like that.
there was no rule.
Well, he barked at. I mean, not he barked at the dog.
Is there an explicit rule that they tell the players before they come out? They're like, hey, you know all those people you're hyping up as you run out of the gate? Yo, don't
Yeah.
bark at the police
Don't
dog.
fuck with
I don't
Peanut.
know if it's only a law in Pittsburgh or.
Well,
like if
maybe
it's
they should be like, hey, don't fucking, because for all he knows, like, he's pumping up the dog. He's like, what's up, dog? Burr, burr. Like that's.
white people don't bark at dogs. I think so. Maybe that's why
Michael
they didn't
Vick
think to
was the
tell
one
them.
that told on him. hey, he's being mean to that dog.
It was in Pittsburgh. That's
Yeah.
true.
That dog was being mean too.
That's probably who reported it. It was probably some protesters there that were protesting Michael Vick. That's a very good point, Scott. There's probably somebody there protesting Michael Vick, and then they saw the dude bark at the dog, and then they
I was saying when you yell,
file the report.
I heard what you said.
back away from the mic. You don't have to move the mic.
He just wants to be heard.
All I want is to be heard.
You have a tendency of leaning into the mic and then yelling as loud as you can.
You have a tendency of being annoying.
It's like the opposite of what you're supposed to do. And you have like, the greatest yell ever, and you shadow it by leaning into the mic and be like, "Hey!" But it's the
opposite of that. Yeah, exactly. You did the opposite way.
Right. But I was kind of trying to show him like what the effect is.
You showed him several times. I witnessed it.
And how it's supposed to go down. Yeah, but that was a pretty clear and concise.
Let's stop picking on Scott. I can see he's getting annoyed.
I'm not getting annoyed. I'm just letting you get it out.
So what do you think about Ray Ray?
Yeah, tell us what you think about Ray Ray.
What's your
I think
opinion?
it's kind of a bullshit.
It's
I mean,
bullshit.
how can you decipher one person when there's fucking
Right.
80,000 people in a fucking building?
Well, he was one of the football players.
Yeah, but I mean, how could you just say one person is disturbing the dog?
Well, not disturbing him, taunting him. He was barking at him. He was taunting him.
And what did the dog do? He probably barked back at him. So
Probably.
maybe the dog was taunting him.
It's a fair point. I don't know. I'm just
Listen.
I'm just
I
telling
don't
you
want
the
to sound
story.
racist, but dogs instinctively hate black people. All right.
So if he started barking a lot,
I was gonna say,
I'm
this
sure he
doesn't-
could have like not barked
I
at him.
don't. I don't think that's a controversial statement, Scott. I don't really think.
Especially German shepherds.
Especially.
Was it a German Shepherd? Was that
It
the
had
dog?
to be. What
Or
the fuck? It
Doberman,
wasn't like
maybe?
a pit bull. We're not in Germany,
It's
bro.
not a fucking beagle.
Yeah. He upset Snoopy.
It was like Beethoven. What are those? What are
A
those
fucking
dogs?
Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Well, they use
Bro.
those for the rescue. They put the little thing
Yeah,
around their
not
neck.
not in Pittsburgh. Not in the rescue. This is you fucking. I got caught with these Amish
You know, it's
people.
funny. My uncle used to be a cop in Pittsburgh. Actually, that's
Was he?
funny. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
Is
Too
he
bad I
Amish?
can't ask
Got
him.
any stories? You
No, I was gonna say it's too bad I can't ask him.
Is that a blind?
No,
blind
because
lead?
He's not alive.
Oh, he's dead. Oh,
yeah,
my bad.
No, I brought it up, but I mean, it's like
Oh.
it's just that it's funny thought. I was like, maybe it's one of his buddies.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah, man.
Thinking probably not. He's weird.
Yeah.
That was lame. Anyways,
We're taking Ray Ray all the way to jail.
nothing's happened with the story yet.
So
He's
was
still
he
pending charges.
was he also related to Jack the Ripper, or was that?
Oh no,
that
that's
on
a
the
different
other side of the family?
Yeah, so apparently some British teacher says he studied the case for like 30 years and that he discovered that Jack the Ripper is some English poet from his name was Thompson.
Thompson.
Jack Thompson or something like that.
He really is.
I don't think it was Jack, but it was something
So
Thompson.
it was JT.
It was-
were
it-
his initials.
Well, Thompson seems appropriate because he killed prostitutes and
Well,
the Thompsons
that's
have
your
a
deal.
long-standing
You
relationship
get,
with
like,
prostitutes.
You should like file copyright infringement on Jack the Ripper. Be like, that's my deal.
Jesse the Ripper.
Jesse the Ripper, but that's too
Dude,
much
that
like
sounds
Full
like
House.
a gay. Yeah, I was gonna say that was his. That was. I knew I was gonna say it sounds like a gay.
I think there was like a made-for-TV movie in the. Oh, it was Jesse and the Ripper.
Jesse and the
Jesse and
Rippers,
the
yeah, that was
Rippers.
Full House, yeah. It'd be too close.
You could be Jesse and the Creepy Rippers. Jesse and some chloroform.
Jesse and Does This Smell Like Strawberries?
Yeah.
What?
The chloroform.
Oh.
Oh
yeah.
Does it? Every time I smell strawberries, my butt hurts.
Speaking of my butt hurting,
Yeah.
who's Lorena Bobbitt?
Who is she?
Who is
who
she?
doesn't know who she is?
Yeah.
She.
I think every male alive knows who she is.
She was married to this guy who cheated on her, and she took the bull by the horns, literally, and chopped his dong off,
Ouch.
and then just drove by and threw it in some field for some pigs to chew
Oh
on.
shit! I know what you're talking about. Then didn't he get it sewed back on? And he did a porn.
And he did
with
a
it?
porno.
It was
He did.
Frankendick.
I don't think it was Frankendick. It probably looked like fucking a Wiener Schnitzel.
I think that's what I vaguely remember people
Did you watch
talking
the
about
porn?
it. I don't know if I don't
course
think I
you
watched
did.
the
What do
porn.
you mean you don't know if you watched it? If you
No.
watched it, you know if you
Well,
watched it.
Jesse,
Dude.
Google fucking
Let me look it up. This will be our video of the week.
Google John Bobbitt's dick.
Give me some.
I don't
That
want that
seems-
shit.
that
I don't want
seems
that
too
shit on my
descriptive.
phone.
Oh, I just sent a big thumbs up, everybody.
Give me a little
Why?
bit of credit.
It was an accident.
Whatchamacallit?
Good going.
It was probably like 20 years ago.
What's that?
When this happened.
That just seems like
And-
a porn. If you saw, you would remember that you saw it, like Frank and
That's
Dick.
why I'm saying I don't think I saw it, but I remember people commenting on it and saying that it looked like Frankendick. Like it was not.
that
What do you mean?
crazy.
It had like the little extensions on it, like bolts on its like
Yeah,
like near the head
It
and
has-
shit like that.
Yeah, it was bolted
It's
on.
alive.
Basically. Yeah,
Alive.
you know, it was what you would expect to look like a dick that was chopped off.
Was Igor in the? I'm sorry. Was Igor in the porno?
Oh man, now it's getting weird.
Sorry,
Alright,
I
where-
told you
where
I'm
are
good
going
at that,
with the whole
guys.
Frankenstein thing.
Well, you guys called it Frank and Dick. I
Igor!
mean, whatever. I'm just
I
saying.
never did.
I pretend like I didn't know what you
You
meant.
know what? Fuck
Listen,
you guys.
You know what? This fucking story.
That's what we're gonna start calling this podcast. Fuck you guys, because I think we say that more than anything else on the show.
Yeah, because you guys are dicks, man.
I think we take turns being dicks.
Listen, fucking. I know that this has nothing to do with anything, and no one can see
Oh,
this.
jeez.
But you know what this is?
What?
Fucking virtual reality for your phone, bro.
Oh yeah.
Samsung Gear VR.
How much is it? Like $99 or
It's $100, dude.
For what?
We should buy 3 of them and do the show.
It's like a virtual reality goggles you put on and you hook it up to your phone.
Yeah.
For
what
does it do?
Phone, dude.
I don't understand.
What do you mean you don't understand?
I don't understand what the concept of virtual. What?
Well, look this shit up, man.
Either,
I mean,
actually.
I don't know what the fuck.
What?
To
I
tell
keep
you.
on looking at people like Samsung Gear, and I'm
Dude,
like, what are you gonna do?
$100
on
is
it?
a fuckload of money for me.
Right,
you know what I mean?
And then I'm gonna play.
Am I gonna get some
like,
vagina if I
what
buy
could
this?
possibly be on there?
No,
That's the reason why you're buying the fucking thing in the first place,
Oh.
probably.
You can play virtual reality Angry Birds.
I don't play Angry
It's hooking
Birds.
up to
You
your
love
phone.
Angry Birds.
I don't play Angry
bro.
Birds. No.
I love-
Angry Nerds.
Now we're talking about Greg again.
Yeah, I know that was great.
Well, what I think is funny is Scott like refuses to use his computer at all. That's why you were telling me that like just now you were like, just send me over text message the stories. I'm like, dude, I don't spend all day on my fucking.
I love how
my
every
phone.
story we brought up, we talked about for like 2 seconds. We're like, fuck it.
Yeah, well, it's because Scott keeps on poo-pooing our
That's
ideas.
true. We went through every list on the like we did.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? What did I poo-poo on?
And we were every idea you just fucking shoot it down.
What are you talking about? That's you.
Did we really just go through like
We
8 stories?
we went through every single thing. There was one we didn't comment on. I didn't read the story though. But what was the one where the woman was shot during freaky sex? What happened with that?
Oh, that
Shit.
was fucked up.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Talk about
Nobody read it.
I did.
Oh, well then tell us,
He
Scott.
was. I guess they had met a couple days. I don't know. The
And this happened up
specifics.
North Florida somewhere, was
Aye,
it?
let's just
Florida.
say it
That's
did.
all. It's
Yeah,
Florida.
Just so you know, it's Florida.
But I guess they were fucking banging, and they were role playing.
Mm-hmm.
Any
and-
idea who?
It was to stop, don't shoot
Well, I
me.
guess yeah. I guess he was like a rape. I'm assuming.
Oh, okay.
And he put the gun to her head, and he's fucking long stroking her, and he fucking pulled the trigger, and the bitch shot her. But they said that he covered up her head, trying to stop the bleeding, and continued banging until he blew a load.
Unfinished.
What?
Well, I mean that's the gentlemanly
No,
thing to
you
do.
fucking
You
asshole.
have to, bro. You're already going to jail. You might
I
as well
mean,
fucking.
yeah.
That-
I mean,
that is
that's
actually
the last pussy you're probably
that
ever
is-
gonna get.
that
So I
is
mean,
the
you might as well
question.
finish.
And
That is-
she may be alive for at least a minute.
yeah,
so-
maybe she can enjoy it. Maybe you can send her off with something nice.
Finish up.
Yeah.
But
Inquiring mind wants to know.
yeah, I don't know. That
I'm
was.
telling
I don't
you,
know
that's
if
what
that,
I would do in this
I don't know if
situation.
Did
that
he finish? Did he? I think
I
that's,
didn't read, but I would
that's-
assume yes.
That's where
Dude,
you're burying the
he
lead
finished
right there. You know.
face down, ass up.
I'm sure he finished, bro. Like I
don't-
said, he probably knows he's going to jail and never going to get any more pussy ever again. So
Actually, no, it's just a manslaughter charge.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
manslaughter.
like
that's
5
true.
years.
Is he white?
No, he's black.
Oh, he's
That's
going to
why I
jail
was
for
like,
life.
wow, they went straight up manslaughter on
Yeah.
him. Like,
Can you get the death sentence for manslaughter?
oh, dude, can you imagine how terrifying it's got to be? Like, you accidentally like see what.
He's gonna die in prison.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine
jail.
him trying to explain that story. Look, I know what this looks like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I hope it wasn't a white woman for him.
I think it was just a fucking honest mistake.
oh,
I
it
mean,
was.
sure it
But what
was,
I'm saying, how was it so obviously an honest mistake, like right off the bat? You know what I'm saying?
He's probably
Where-
like, look at the condom. I
'Cause-
didn't even
'cause-
nut.
well, 'cause when
why
I'm-
would I do that?
What I'm thinking, if
rinsed it out.
I shot my girlfriend and she was, that would be one of those things where I'd be like, am I gonna are they gonna believe my story? Like, I'm thinking no, like
Right.
every time.
What are you thinking? Hack this body up and hide it?
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
thinking?
Yeah, what would you do?
Did I make it weird again?
that was a dramatic pause. no, actually, what I would do is fucking call the cops immediately because that's what you fucking do.
You'd be like, you're not
There's
gonna-
no other. There's no.
They're gonna time this shit up.
Yeah,
So you better just get 'em on the
I'm
phone.
fucking. That's your.
You're not
Figure
gonna
your
believe this,
story all
but
the way over
I
here.
think I just killed my lady friend,
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, you find a dead body, don't pass go, don't do anything else. You fucking pick up the phone. I'm like, I'm standing next to a dead body right now. Not my fault.
Right.
But
Get the story
just-
together
Just
when they're on the
because
way.
you don't want to be like walk by the dead body, look, and then be like, oh shit, and then walk again, and then they're like, we got you on security camera. Like,
And
you
please
saw-
don't call someone else first.
Yeah, you saw the dead body.
I don't think it's against the law to not give a fuck though.
We'll see. There's certain
In certain places
there's
it is.
certain instances where you walk in and you got your hands on the doorknob and shit. Your fucking fingerprints are on there. And there's like all dead people in there, and you're just like, well, not gonna
Yeah,
go in
I
there.
guess that room is busy, occupied. I'm in the wrong place actually. I'm just gonna head on the fuck out of here.
But it was-
That's when you're like, ooh, don't say nothing, don't look, don't
uh,
see.
yeah, that's
What, are you
tough.
going blind, bro?
You gotta call. No, I was making the noise. Like,
Why are you looking at your phone so far?
Well, because it was making a
Because,
noise.
yeah, he's not
my
listening.
bad.
He's-
Yeah, so.
My bad.
Speaking of not listening,
This guy, is a plane crashed to his house,
What?
and the only thing that
Oh,
saved him,
Donnie Darko style.
the only thing
Yeah.
that saved him.
What was,
I
it,
didn't
what
think
was the
about
rabbit's
that.
name?
Fred.
Fred. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Fred the Bunny? Was it something like that?
I don't know. Fuck
I don't
that.
know.
Fuck
The
that
only thing
rabbit.
that who's that?
I don't know. Something on my phone.
Okay. The only thing
Anyways.
that saved him was Hot Pockets.
What?
Hot Pockets. You know how many times Hot Pockets have saved me?
The cancer
When I had
that
the munchies?
Hot Pockets gave him somehow deflected the plane?
He said he was on the way home, and then he made an extra stop because he had a hankering for Hot Pockets.
Hankering for
Well,
Hot Pockets.
now I have to be honest. There's a lot of different flavors. Did they happen to specify what kind of Hot
Yeah, I
Pockets
think
they were?
it's a good. If it's anything besides pepperoni, the guy
Dude,
is
If these fucking
is a
guys, like,
barbarian.
Have you
what
ever had
kind
the
of
brown-
journalism? Like you don't. It's all about the details. You fucking losers. Like
I'll be honest. I had fucking brown pretzel.
what?
Like a pretzel bread.
Yeah,
pretzel
no,
dough,
there's some
fucking
good ones
Hot
like that.
Pockets. I forget what flavor it was, but
Dude,
that shit was good. The pretzel
Those
was
things are on sale all the time at Winn-Dixie near me, bro. I'm broke as shit. I eat those things all
good.
the
You have
time.
a Winn-Dixie?
It's right next to my house. What are you
Yeah,
talking
man,
about?
we don't have Winn-Dixies.
Oh no, man, it's ghetto as shit.
Yeah, but they have pretty good sales, don't they?
Oh, they do have great sales. Yeah.
You don't cook much, though, do you?
I love cooking, but I don't cook much, no, because I live by myself.
So you don't eat? You just
I eat, but I mean, I'm not gonna make a meal for myself. That's
why?
kind
Then
of
you
waste.
have lunch the next day.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
But
Well, what can I say, Scott? You're better at being single than. Thank you. That is fucking depressing, Greg.
well, so is eating Hot Pockets all the time.
I don't eat them all the time. I mean, I rotate the microwave dinners. Come on.
You get the TV dish with the Snickers.
Oh, whatever's on sale that
It
week.
comes with a Snickers.
Not always. I don't get the Snickers usually.
All right, well, fuck our sad ass lonely lives.
But anyways, speaking of sad, although they did win this week, the Dolphins scraped one out of their ass this week.
Scraping one out of your ass and winning. What's the fucking difference? Because if I
you
remember
know what?
correctly, you fucking dickheads scraped a couple fucking first 5 wins out of your ass.
I wasn't the one saying how great the Falcons were.
No, I'm just saying though. Didn't that happen?
But you know, in 16-3, I messaged my brother, who's a big Dolphins fan. It was like 4 minutes into the game, and I was like, "This game's fucking over." And he goes, "Oh, I'm not even watching. Is it that bad?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's over, bro." I just thought they were.
I was watching at that point, and I was like, "There's no way they're coming back from this." Like, I had zero faith in them.
Sanchez
fucking-
coming in saved them. That's what it was.
fucking
Sanchez saved
I
them.
don't even
What do you
think.
mean they were winning before that?
Sanchez was on the game when he drive
Get
until
the
he turned
fuck
into
outta here.
Sanchez.
You know what the
You
worst
just-
part?
They
is?
were in field goal range to win the games.
Yeah, yeah.
They were.
You
All
just-
he had to do was not throw an interception.
Can't give credit.
They
where
won. I gave them credit. They won.
Is due.
Well, no, what we're saying is that
What's that? The best team to beat are you the Eagles? They're 500. I mean, come on.
No,
settle
Dude,
down.
listen.
what we're trying to express to you is that at any point, if the Dolphins are even close to losing, or even if they're winning and they might lose, you just assume and you change the
Oh,
channel.
no, not until Sanchez. When I said Sanchez, anything's possible.
Oh,
But it was
man.
good. But
I
at
don't
the same
change
time,
the channel.
I watched the whole game, but I was
I
worried,
didn't.
to be honest with you. I was like, when it was 20-19 and they were up 1 point and they got the ball at the 1 yard line again, I was like, no, they're going to
Yeah.
get another safety and
I
lose
was
the fucking
I was
game.
pissed off at Rashad Jones for taking it out of the
Yeah,
end zone.
so was I. I was
Like,
yelling.
what a fucking dickwad.
But what
play.
about the kickoff play when they got stuck at the one the first time? That was the dumbest.
That was
fucking
when he
play.
did the boot scoot boogie across the fucking.
Yeah, what the
go.
fuck was that?
Yeah. Fuck! I'm like, come on, dude, really?
Oh my
You
god.
guys doing the fucking hammer buns across the fucking goal line?
That's so bad.
You should look up the play if you can.
Yeah.
It
It was pretty funny.
But yeah, that catch though. I mean, with the play where and
Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, what I was telling Scott, I was like, you know what happens to the Dolphins? Like every time, like that Jarvis Landry play, that's what happens to them. That never.
Yeah, that doesn't. No, yeah,
That
that normally
never-
happens against them.
Yeah. That never goes their way. Like it's always something where it bounces off the
Right,
helmet,
right.
and then the guy caught it and ran it back for a
Hey.
109 yard
Juice
interception.
is special. That's all
Dude,
I'm
that guy
saying.
Landry's
He's great.
awesome.
No, he's
No,
great. But
he's
that
great.
had nothing. I mean, he was just in the right place at the right
course
time,
he
bro.
was.
So
I mean,
ridiculous.
Well, there was 3 people there that could have got the
he's
ball.
great. No, he's great. He's great.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The Dolphins have no luck. So for that to happen, I watched it go up in the air, and I was like, and even when I was watching, I was like, how'd that fucking happen? Like, like that was impossible. This is the Dolphins we're talking
they
about.
drew it up, man.
They do not have.
Yeah, Tannehill does throw it into the back of the defensive lineman all the time. That might be a play in their playbook. He does that all the time.
You know what someone was telling me? I want you guys to explain this. So I thought I heard them saying that the Dolphins don't do the thing where they change plays, like they don't
Audible?
really
They don't audible?
They know.
Yeah, because they don't trust Tannehill at the line of
I don't
scrimmage to
think.
make
Okay,
reads.
I don't
what's up
think
with that?
That's the issue.
A lot of quarterbacks don't get that.
I think that's fucking Joe Philbin leaving
Right.
the handcuffs on.
Well, that's Joe Philbin's not the coach
Okay.
anymore.
Yeah, but they still can't change the offense at this
Right,
point.
right,
in the
'cause
season.
No,
Well,
but you can give him plays.
No,
You can
you
give
gotta-
him.
you gotta have
You can give him
systems,
the
dude.
ability.
That's-
No, the system can say the same, but you can give him the ability to check out of stuff.
But the problem is, like
Not
the
at
whole
this point in the
system
season.
they're running
Why
around.
not?
It's
like
too late into the season to do shit like
yeah,
that.
they don't know how to. Like that's some complicated.
That just tells
shit.
me you don't really trust the quarterback.
Well, of course.
Well,
Yeah, well, that's what we're saying.
Right.
That's what,
I guess Jimmy Johnson didn't trust Dan Marino.
He didn't because he wanted to get rid of him as soon as he got here because he was old at the
well,
time.
I just thought that was crazy though. That I heard that I'm like that's like an integral part of the game because when you go up to the line, a lot of times they'll see something. So you're going. I mean, he's the most sacked quarterback, isn't he?
It's because offensive.
I don't know.
He is.
Well, he's amongst.
Well,
yeah.
he is.
offensive
He might be.
line-
They showed the thing.
Maybe the fact that when they go up to the line, like the other people on the team can see what they're doing. They're like, I know what this lineup is.
Well,
and
he's
then
not the only guy who doesn't. There's probably, I'd say half the quarterbacks in the league
But
probably don't get to do that.
and that's when I was thinking. I was like, oh, that's a total like money type slash
You guys without the great
talent
quarterbacks.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was sort of like the Patriots scandal where they were saying, oh, less sophisticated teams like the Dolphins. Were
Yeah, but they're talking about in 03. They're not talking about.
Oh, they're
right
not
now.
talking about them now.
No, they're talking
They're
about.
super
Yo, they are
sophisticated.
super
now.
sophisticated now.
That's what they were
They're
talking
so
I
about.
think
sophisticated.
sophistication in the
There's-
NFL.
There's no
I think
audibles.
the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, yeah.
They were talking about Dave Wanstead era.
Well, he was especially.
So
not
can you guys enlighten
sophisticated, I
me?
will give you
Is
that.
there a team that doesn't do audibles on the fly like that and wins the Super Bowl?
Because I don't know.
In all fairness, I don't know how
Like
much
the
Seattle.
the
I don't
Ravens?
know. I don't know how much Seattle. No, Joe Flacco does, but I don't know how much the Seahawks let Russell Wilson do.
Yeah.
In all fairness, I would say I'm sure they give him maybe an option of a couple
That makes
plays.
sense. He's
That's
really-
what a lot of teams do. They'll give you like, well, here's 2 or 3 plays, and then
Okay,
depending on
right,
what you see,
right.
pick one of those 3 plays.
But like
something
people
like
like Tom Brady or
Peyton Manning can
or
change
Peyton
whatever he
Manning.
wants in the
Yeah,
line
that's
scrimmage.
what I was
Peyton
saying.
Manning knows the offense
Well,
better
that's
than
what I was
anybody
going
on
to say.
the
Peyton Manning
fucking field.
is a bit of an. I mean, a lot of other guys can.
His brother does the same thing though.
Yeah,
too, right? Yeah.
Philip Rivers,
Well, dude, they were
Peyton
born
Manning,
to fucking.
Brady.
That's what
Right,
those dudes
those-
were
yeah,
born
right,
to
right.
do.
Yeah.
Plus, Philip Rivers is a fucking beast.
Aaron Rodgers, Philip Rivers, a beast too. Aaron Rodgers, they're like it's the top guys, the best guys.
Yeah.
I think Tannehill is smart enough to call his own plays. Maybe not his whole fucking. Excuse me. To audible into different plays.
Sure, no, I think most guys could
And
probably
I think
handle
that
it.
is a product of Joe Philbin fucking handcuffing him.
Right.
I think that Joe Philbin's scared to do anything. That's why they never threw the
You know,
deep ball.
I thought it was insane.
But he can't- I
That,
mean, he
that it was
can't
even
throw
a
the
Dude,
thing.
ball.
did you see the deep ball he threw to Kenny Stills and he fucking dropped it?
That
right
was
in
the
his
one
hands?
time. Kenny Stills.
It was actually he threw like
Right.
3 decent deep balls. He threw the one to Lamar Miller, it was like I don't know, it was probably about a 25-yard pass, but he lofted it right on the money.
I'm just saying his yards per attempt is lowest in the league. It's like amongst
That's
the lowest.
because
guys.
they run fucking 5-yard routes because of the O line.
I'm just saying it is what it is, man.
Well,
It's not this year thing. It's that way every year. He doesn't throw the ball at all. Like he just keeps it within 5 yards.
well,
Maybe that's the offense. Maybe that's the offense they're
I
running.
think it
but-
is the offense. That's why they run a fucking on 3rd and 7. They run fucking
Yeah,
4
they're like
yards.
31 out of
Drives
32 on
me
3rd
fucking
down in the league.
crazy.
The second worst in the league on 3rd down.
the toe offense.
This turned into a Dolphins show. Nobody's listening now.
I know.
sorry.
There's been 4 reported suicides.
Yes.
Toe thumbs offense.
Yes. What's
Oh,
that
man.
mean? Toe thumbs. That's
Toe
so
thumbs.
stupid. I
Doesn't
can't
mean it's
even-
not true.
It does mean it's not true. It makes me want to end the show right this fucking second.
Are we 40 minutes
Does he
in?
not get so mad
No.
when I
He
mention-
does get very mad
when
about
I
it.
mentioned
36.
Tannehill's
36?
If you've never seen Tannehill has toe thumbs.
You're so fucking
uh,
stupid.
It's not really
He has
anything like
thumbs that look
crazy,
like toe-
but
Well,
it,
so
that-
does-
it is true. It is true.
Who's
though.
that girl that does from the Transformers movie? I can't.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Oh, she does?
She also has toe thumbs. Yeah,
Toe
it's a
thumbs.
thing. It's a thing.
Camel
Yeah.
toe thumbs?
So a California woman is going to at great lengths to get an apology from Procter and Gamble over a laundry detergent advertisement in a local newspaper.
I saw that.
What did it say? Clean your vagina?
So there was
Says something
a
about old
thing. It
people.
was the ad has text that reads "Smells like Meemaw" with a
Yeah.
bag of potpourri above it. Next to that is a photo of Gain detergents that reads like "Smells like Yeehaw." So basically, this lady's like,
Oh, man.
whatchamacallit? This lady's name is Meemaw. And she's suing them because they were saying like, "Oh, do your clothes smell grandmotherly and not garden fresh or whatever?"
Old and stale.
Yeah, yeah. And do you know that that grandma smell, dude? That grandma, that grandma
yeah.
smell should be patented because your grandmother had it.
Smells
It's
like
like,
salt.
it's like new
Yeah.
car smell.
Smells like salt and vinegar chips.
It's its own distinct thing. You know, when you
It smells like Friedent gum and something that.
But dussy.
Wait, it's Friedent gum and mold. That's what it is.
Yeah, mothballs. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's got that like that dusty smell to it, where you're just like years of like no matter how much they they wash their
And then
clothes.
like old person perfume.
Oh my god, that's the worst. It smells like baby powder and like fucking.
I hate
and petunias.
petunias. What the fuck is a petunia?
It's a flower.
I figured that was like an old timey thing. You don't even know.
I don't think they make them anymore.
What, petunias?
Yeah, they got discontinued.
Man, they're still on the planet.
Oh, they're
What are you guys fucking with me? Fuck you guys, man. I don't know shit about petunias.
They went extinct with giraffes.
I wish you fuckers would go extinct.
Like
Giraffes
5
are
years.
extinct?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's been a while, man.
I saw one at the zoo not too long ago. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, they're still in captivity. But
He's
whatever.
one of a kind.
Is that, and then they're extinct?
Nah, I'm lying.
Dude, they always think shit's extinct and then they find one
Yeah.
and kill it.
So then they're right.
Like, there's one.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
The coelacanth, they thought that was extinct too.
Yeah. It's fucking,
Unless,
ain't that peculiar.
Unless the hunter finds the way first.
Everyone remembers that one. Then they found those like tiny little birds or like
the dodo.
tiny little shits, and they're like, "Oh, we couldn't find it for the longest time." I was like, "Yeah, because the motherfucker was hiding from you."
He was like, bitch, I seen what you did to Leroy and Herman.
That's
They
what.
would-
Well, that's
Leroy
what,
and Herman. That sounds like
that's
two
what-
guys who wouldn't be
that's-
hanging out.
That's also my theory on.
Why?
Herman seems like a nerdy white guy's name.
Really?
Yeah.
Herman Moore?
Herman Ward. That's the one exception. Herman
I can't
Cain.
think of
Yeah, you're
another.
not getting any cool
Yeah.
Hermans anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Herm. What's up, Herm?
Herm Edwards.
What's up, big Herm?
Herm, baby.
But that's what I think about Bigfoot too. If there is such
Yeah,
thing
if
as a
they catch him,
Bigfoot, yeah.
They're going to catch him.
I
They're going to fucking poke him and prod him.
yeah.
Shove stuff up his ass. He's like, no.
And if he's like a Bigfoot
No.
type dude, like he knows that, and he's like, if those dudes get a hold of me,
What do you mean a Bigfoot type dude? What do you mean by that?
Well,
I
I'm saying-
think this is my. Let me give you my opinion.
Right.
This is why they can't find him.
Right.
They don't
There's
exist.
like an underground railroad.
Case
there's-
solved.
There's an underground railroad
For
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
So there's like
Where does this railroad run from?
like tiny black
Saskatchewan.
So yeah, the Pacific
Su-
Northwest.
Susan B. Anthony.
Wherever
ladies.
they find his ass, he's got little.
They never found their ass.
Yeah, I know, but they always say they see him somewhere.
Right.
Everyone's always bullshitting.
Those
They saw him.
So is
Where's
it,
the bodies? Never found one goddamn
I
body.
know they don't.
The
They,
bodies.
obviously, Bigfoot don't die.
They just live forever. There's two of them. They live forever.
Imagine that.
They're like the giants on Game of Thrones.
How fucked up would that be, man? You're walking in the woods and you find an 18-foot, or however, I don't know how big they are, 8-foot fucking.
18 foot. I was
Gorilla
gonna say
man.
The problem-
their
they're-
fucking dong must
yeah,
be huge.
Yeah, if they're 18 foot, then their feet have to be like you know,
would
like
smash
like
you. They would just
2 or
like-
3 feet across. You know, it would just look ridiculous. They'd be all legs. You can't you can't be that tall.
Well, maybe they're only fucking 8
And
foot.
no one's seen them. Yeah, they're 18 feet
yeah.
tall. No one's seen them.
No,
They
it's-
never needed to borrow sugar.
Yeah.
Never needed. Do you have
Yeah.
an extra egg? Sure, Bigfoot. 1 second.
Well, and those people that have seen him, I always think of those people. I'm like, if that dude's gonna lie about this, he's gonna fucking murder you. Don't get.
No. Here's where I saw him.
Don't try and question this guy.
Keep on coming.
Right.
This is where we were.
Right.
Look
Yeah.
right over there by that tree. Over there. Keep going.
Deep in that cave.
Step
Go
on
there.
that big X. Okay.
And here's that
And
movie.
action.
And the hostile movie recreation.
Yeah.
Or what is it? More movies. And
I thought it was gonna be like
And
fucking.
I make snuff films. 9mm. Let me hurt her. Hurt them or whatever. Nicolas Cage is by far
gonna
the
say.
shittiest actor.
Oh, he's a terrible actor.
Let me hurt her. Or hurt
Ghost
them.
Rider 2 could be the worst movie ever
Well,
made.
he's
I've
the
never saw it.
shittiest
Good,
actor.
do yourself a favor.
He's the shittiest actor that ever got so many
Well, you know why?
A-list parts. Why?
You know
Because
he's
he's
a
a
Coppola.
Coppola.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Coppola. That's it.
So is
That's it.
Jason
It's not of
Patrick.
talent. It's not of
So is
talent.
But there's
Jason
plenty
Patrick.
of people who have like lineage and
Yeah,
didn't.
Jason Patrick don't get no roles.
Yeah. Who's
He
Jason
ain't
The guy
sucking
from
the right
Lost-
dick, bro.
The guy from the Lost Boys.
Oh, he's Coppola.
Yeah, he's his cousin.
Well, he was in Speed too. So.
yeah,
He's in a couple things,
He
yeah.
got that, and he was in fucking a Lifetime movie.
Yeah,
after
what's
Lost
up with that?
Boys.
What, I think
You won't give up the booty, bro. That's what it is.
You know
You
what
think
it
Nicolas
is.
Cage will?
Oh yeah.
Nicolas Cage did Raising Arizona, which was
That's a great movie. That might be his best movie.
It was
It was his best movie.
It's a
Because
Coen Brothers movie, and they do great movies.
It's probably like straight down. I
Was
think
the Coen Brothers movie? That's crazy. I didn't know that.
And he did that movie Leaving Las Vegas.
I
which
love
is
that movie, which
so
that was his best.
fucked
What about
up.
Vampire's Kiss, where he ate a
But-
fucking roach?
But I was gonna say, Leaving Las Vegas is fucking what's the guy's name?
Moonlighting?
Nick Cage. Oh, just go be a fucking drunken, wander around and be a fucking drunken buffoon for the
Right,
whole
it's
movie. It's
like
like, oh yeah,
yeah.
real stretch.
Real
Yeah.
hard, yeah. It's like, oh man,
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to get into this
Sorry.
character.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What was
That's
it?
the best-
You ever remember that other movie? What was the movie? The Flying Elvises that he was in.
Oh,
Also
Lee,
with,
with
Sarah-
3,000 Miles of Graceland.
Kevin
Okay,
Costner.
okay.
No, it's Kevin Costner and Kurt
So,
Russell.
so I made the mistake of one time. I was, and this was when I was like, young. I was in high school, and so we go to my friend's house, and we're pretty like
Honeymoon in Vegas. Is that what it was?
hopped up. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. We were pretty hopped up on some drugs. Like
What
not-
kind of drugs?
That was
Greg?
my question.
Cough syrup.
You're on the. Oh,
You're the reason
shit.
why I have to
Yeah.
fucking
All right.
show my ID when I buy that
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
now.
So,
Hell
so
yeah.
it was back in the day.
I dig it.
We would take like this certain type of Robitussin because there was another type. There was like a blue one and a green one. If you took the green one, it had like
Yeah, no.
an expectorant in it that would make
Yeah.
you throw up. But you take the
Blue.
blue
You
one,
want the blue
yeah,
one.
and the blue with the red because that has it has the pseudoephedrine in it, which is like cold and cough. Which
I
is
follow
like,
you.
They give you an upper and a downer, so you take like a whole bottle of it. And so we're fucking. This was after the first time we took the wrong kind, and we're just like, oh, nothing happened. So we go out to this party and we take the other bottle, and we're like, holy shit, I'm seeing God. Like, and I'm out like,
fucked you up that bad?
oh my, dude,
You passed out?
dude.
You passed out?
No, I didn't pass
People get
out.
fucked up
no,
on
no,
that
no.
shit,
Because the thing about it is it's two parts. So the first one is dextromethorphan.
You got to drink both whole bottles?
No, it's like a 4-ounce bottle, but it might as well be like 50 pounds of shit. Like when you're trying to, that's the hardest part about it is getting it down and keeping it down because you're just guggling. And I don't know if you've ever tasted Robitussin before.
Oh yeah, of course.
disgusting.
I drink that shit like crazy.
It's the
like
worst taste.
Doesn't bother me.
No,
I used to drink it like that too to get
Tastes
fucked
like
up too.
fucking-
Though.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
And
Not all the time, but sometimes.
And you know what it does to you too.
Oh, yeah,
it's
man.
no
You get
joke.
fucked.
What's it do to you, man? Fuck.
You're like groggy and you're just like hanging out like
it's called like robo tripping. Do you remember that you do the shuffle like when you'd walk like you would do this, like it fucks with your motor skills so you think you're taking bigger steps than you are and you start shuffling around like a fucking old person. It's so crazy.
You ever hear like a remix of all those like songs like hip hop songs like Chopped and Screwed shit where it's like slowed down really like they do that for people when they're like tripping on that shit.
Really?
That's what it's for because it supposedly sounds real. I never listened to it when I was all
I used to
fucked
listen to I used to sit down and listen to Dave Matthews Band like when
I'm sure.
it's
Put on your Birkenstocks and your smelly
for
feet.
some fucking reason, I would listen to that song. What was
Crash
it?
Into Me.
No.
You've got
It was
your
it was the
ball,
song
you've
before
got
Crash
your
Into Me.
chain.
It was two step. That song because it was like dun dun dun, and it was like just like this.
Dude, I
crazy
can't
crescendo.
ever imagine going,
Yeah.
you know what would make this better?
I'll
we put on some fucking Dave Matthews.
have you
I've
know.
never said that.
I'll have
I've
you
never-
know.
Never.
There was a Catholic school around here that we used to like. I was friends with the guy that went there, and we used to take guys and we would drive around in our car like in fucking like in the backwoods of where we used to live, and I used to jam out fucking. We got them all. No, we got them all to do Robitussin, and they would get so fucked up. And I had a system in my car, and I would just blare Dave Matthews, and they would have like life-changing experiences. Just be so fucked up on that stuff. And we had it tuned in by that time because I knew which songs were just fucking transcendent. And I was like, this is fucking it. And then we would drive around, and people would be like, it was so funny. They were the same way. They were like, I can't fucking believe you guys are getting high on cough medicine, whatever. And they were talking shit about us. And then we went to a party like a week later, and they were like, hey. They were like, you were right.
They had their headphones on. Listen, this is Dave Matthews Band's greatest hit.
Right. But
I'm
that was
fucking
that was
feeling
only
it.
part and parcel of the whole experience, regardless of what music you were. If you could talk as much shit as you want, drink a whole bottle. I don't know. They might have like taken out the good stuff by now, but yeah, drink a whole bottle of it. That shit will.
They
fuck
got some
you.
really if you can get the prescription stuff, the codeine stuff.
Well, see, that's
serious
different
stuff.
though. That's not.
It
even,
is different.
It's
It's different.
It's not even what like.
It's different.
It's not
You know
the
what I
original
realized?
stuff, man.
You guys are fucking losers.
Well,
You just realized that
Yeah.
makes you a fucking
it's,
loser.
it's
if
called
you just
cheap
realized that.
drugs,
Yeah.
bro. It's
Yeah.
called. I don't have.
I know. I was
that
thinking.
many-
I was like, well, I have $4.50 in the bank. I got about $3 left on my
Oh,
credit card.
man.
I think we can do this.
Yeah.
So to get back to my earlier story, I was
What?
tripping my balls off on cough medicine, and we go back to my friend's house, and we're watching the movie, and I'm like, yo, honeymoon in Las Vegas, this is gonna be funny. You know, we're gonna come down from the whole robo trip and everything like
You made
that.
him watch a stupid fucking
Wow,
movie like
that's
that.
the movie you
And-
watch when you're coming down.
Right. Except it wasn't. It was Leaving Las Vegas. And
Yeah.
it took us about an hour to figure out what we were watching.
This doesn't speak well to.
And this is after like he's like having withdrawals and like drink. And I'm like, when does this get funny? Like when did the fucking flight?
Whoa.
Because I
When
thought
when was that funny? When was it? When was
I thought it
I didn't know
Honeymoon
it
in
was
Vegas
a funny
funny?
movie.
no,
bro.
we thought it was Honeymoon in Vegas.
Yeah, when is that funny? That's not funny.
Okay. All right. Forget
I don't
about
think it's that funny.
It's not. It's not supposed to be a comedy.
Alcoholism and shit. It had that sad ass
Honeymoon
song.
in Vegas is a comedy.
No, it's not.
Yes, Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh,
Neither
yeah,
one
yeah.
of them is a
Drama.
comedy. Neither one is a comedy.
Honeymoon in Vegas is a comedy.
I don't know.
It's
man.
with Sarah Jessica Parker or some
Oh yeah,
shit.
she's known for comedy. That's true. She is. She's totally known for
he's-
comedy.
I think he's right.
No,
I
he's
think
being
he's
fucking
right.
clever. He's
No.
being like, oh, it's not
It's
funny.
not.
It's
No.
not.
I think
No,
he's
I was.
fucking
I
asshole.
was
I
doing
think-
that. I was doing that. But no, it's also not considered
It's
a comedy. No.
It's a comedy. It's definitely not a drama.
Dude,
look-
you still didn't look up what's his name's dick.
Whose dick?
Fucking.
It was too descriptive. I needed.
Wayne Bobbitt.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you
that
were
his
talking
name,
about Jack the Ripper's dick. I forgot about that.
I think it's was it Wayne Bobbitt? I don't think his name is.
I
Wayne
just forgot
Bobbitt.
what I was supposed to look up right now.
John Bobbitt. You were supposed to look up John Cougar Mellencamp's dick.
This fucking all right.
It only came up under John Cougar.
All right.
Did it really?
He dropped the Mellencamp.
All right.
Oh.
This is good.
This is terrible.
This is a really
This
good
is
spot
terrible.
to end it.
Yes, I should have ended 5 minutes
I
ago.
fucking hate all of you.
Stop showing your dolphin picture to us. I don't give a
I
shit.
just think it's great that Greg's like, man, that the first thing he says to me when he comes in, he's like, man, that's just a lucky catch.
No, I didn't say it was a lucky catch. I said
was a
that
lucky
never
play.
happened.
It was a
That,
lucky
by the
play.
way, that's not even Greg's voice, but that's the way I make. Whenever he talks shit about Dolphins, he's like, man, you just think of anything that ever happens lucky, and it's not the Dolphins that get lucky. It's always the other team. The Dolphins are stupid, and God hates them.
Unsophisticated. We never said stupid. Unsophisticated.
Greg said, oh, my God. All right, well, that's the show because fucking Greg can't.
There is no way you made it this far.
What?
Not you. I meant the audience.
Oh, yeah, everyone probably is listening to another podcast
If
by
you
now.
did, send us a message and type in the code.
Tell us how much each one of us sucked.
Type in the code.
Individually and collectively.
Yeah, we'll type in the code Blueberry
Yes.
for extra points off our next episode.
Yeah,
And
you get a free shirt if you type in the word free shirt.
there you go. Scott's gonna pick one of his many shirts in the basket.
Yeah,
back
he's
there.
got a whole bunch of. He'll give you
Yellows.
one of his Dolphins
It's
jerseys.
got yellow stains on it. I only have one.
What, Merino?
No.
Oh,
I used to have Merino when I was a kid. I only
oh.
like
I
current
thought you
players.
might. I thought you're. Oh, you don't like Merino anymore?
No, I like Merino, of course.
Oh.
I still
I
have a
thought
bunch
you
of
only
Merino.
like current players.
I said for jerseys.
Who's your jersey?
Jesus fucking
Tannehill.
Christ.
Don Shula.
Tannehill.
Oh. Yes, we're still going, folks.
We're kicking a little freestyle.
Come out and see one of our shows sometime.
Yeah, man.
SMB Comedy Podcast
Oh,
out.
by the way, have a fucking wonderful Thanksgiving.